Post kidney transplant life is amazing, but no one talks about the emotional whiplash that you get. So, between the meds, the follow ups, and the pressure to get back to normal, it's a lot. And something that your doctor is not going to discuss with you is the fact that while your body is healing, your nervous system is still on overdrive. And how long that lasts is different for everybody. Aloha, friend. My name is Gina Marisa, and in this video, I'm sharing 5 quick science backed nervous system resets that you can do anywhere. Ones that helped me go from wired and anxious to calm and focused post transplant. And the best part, they only take a couple of minutes each. So stick around because number 5, it's my go-to before big appointments, and it works like magic. So, let's get started. Method 1 is box breathing. I talk about box breathing a lot because it's simple, it's easy, you can do it anywhere, no one even has to know that you're doing it, so this is, a fabulous breathing technique. So, the the way that you do it is it's 4 4 4 4, so 4 counts of each. So you're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. And you just do this just a couple of times and you'll notice that you can reset, like your shoulders begin to relax, your breathing is under control. So just do it here with me real quickly to 16 seconds. You can do this. So we're going to breathe in 2 3 4, hold 2 3 4, exhale 2 3 4, and hold 2 3 4. That's it. Easy peasy, right? So, the other thing that I like to do while doing this is adding a gratitude anchor. This makes it really powerful. So, just thinking of one transplant related blessing um, that you have. So, for instance, when I hold my breath, when I'm in the second 4, I like to think of one thing that I'm grateful for since the transplant, which for me could be something like the fact that I never had to go on dialysis. So during my hold, thinking of my gratitude, it just helps to really anchor it in and it makes it much more powerful. And so why this works is because it balances your oxygen, it activates the calming response, and it shifts your mindset. And you can do this anywhere. You can do this standing in line in the grocery store. You could do this while you're in your doctor's appointment waiting. It's perfect to do anywhere. So, comment below one thing that you're grateful for in this moment. I read all the comments and I'd love to know what you're grateful for at this moment. So, the second method is a sensory grounding. So, this one is kind of fun. It's called the 5 4 3 2 1 check-in, and it stops the what if spirals. So what you're going to do is name 5 things that you see, 4 things that you feel, 3 things you hear, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing that you taste. And again, this can be done anywhere, right? And it's free. And it it shifts your mind. So you're looking for those 5 things that you see, and what are those 2 things that you can smell, and so you're focused on something else. You're not focused on your lab results, right? So great thing to do also while you're in the doctor's office waiting for those lab results, or your appointment. And this method is like pressing refresh on your brain, and it works because, like I said, it reorients your brain into safety and you're not all over the place thinking about other things that probably aren't going to be a big deal. Method 3 is a progressive release. So this is one that I've used in yoga a lot, and it's another good one. So what you're going to do is just tense and release certain body parts. So your shoulders, your jaw, your hands, and then just add a gentle stretch afterwards. So if you're gonna tense your shoulders for just 1, 2, 3, and then relax. And you can kind of feel the difference from before and after. So it's an immediate gift to your body. And so why this works is because it releases stored tension, and tension you might not even know that you have, and it boosts the healing energy. So this is also a great practice to do before bed when you're having trouble shutting off your brain. My favorite way to do this is to use the Insight Timer app. It is free and it has a ton of free meditations in there. It is a meditation app. And if you just go in and use the search bar and search for progressive muscle relaxation, you'll find plenty to choose from. And basically, what they'll do is like they'll either start at your head or your feet and say, okay, so tense your feet, and then you tense your feet and then relax. And then they'll move up to your calves and tense your calves 3 seconds and then release. And so they'll go through your entire body, and it's a super fabulous way to just kind of wind down right before you go to bed. So, I'd love to know in the comments, where do you carry stress in your body? Do you know? For me, it's usually my neck and shoulders. I know a lot of us do that, but, I'd love to know where you carry stress because 'cause I've carried stress in my stomach before as well. Method number 4 is vagus nerve tapping. So the vagus nerve is the longest nerve in your body, and it helps to regulate your nervous system. So think of this as a quick reset for your body's chill mode. And how you do it is one way that you can do it is to place 2 fingers just below your collarbone here, and then gently tap in a steady rhythm for 20 to 30 seconds while doing some slow breathing. You can hum or you can say softly as you tap, because humming and singing also activates the vagus nerve. And it gives you a deeper effect if while you're tapping you also hum or sing, or you could So why this works is because the vagus nerve, when it's activated, equals instant relaxation. So that's awesome. Um, so I'd love to know if you had to try this in public, would you? Like it's just so you're just tapping. It's no different than like shaking your leg, right? I think. And then method number 5 is a visual reset. Our eyes are like little remote controls for your nervous system. So, how you do this is you want to pick a point about 10 to 20 feet away, soften soften your gaze, and let your peripheral vision expand. And then just breathe naturally for 30 to 60 seconds, letting your eyes take in the space. So, when you widen your visual field, it sends the brain a signal that you're safe because you're not visioning in on danger. So, again, another great thing to do at a doctor's appointment, right? When you're feeling a little anxious. And so, what this does is it naturally slows your heart rate and eases muscle tension. So, be sure to remember this one and the other ones for the waiting rooms. You'll thank me later. So, healing after transplant isn't just about the medications and the labs and the doctor's appointments. It's about giving your nervous system the same care that you give your kidney, and your kidney will love you for it. So, be sure to save this video for later so that you can always come back to it and have these tips in your back pocket. And if you're ready to feel calmer, sharper, more in control, and thrive post transplant, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out, helps me to reach more people. And I am posting weekly tools to help high achieving kidney transplant recipients like you to heal and thrive. So I will see you next week.